Hi folks, welcome to my very irregulars and those of you who are walking through the door for the first time. There's lots of summer fruits out there just now, lots of it's growing in prickly bushes. Think about gooseberries, blackcurrants, red currants, raspberries. And there's actually one of these which is actually named after a very popular mobile phone device from a few years ago, and that is the Blackberry. So, thinking about a Blackberry, on this episode of Hit the Mahogany, we are going to be doing the Bramble cocktail. Okay, the Bramble, well, there's Bramble, liqueur in it. Specifically this one here just now. So this is Drulod. Anyway, we've got the blackberry cocktail, the blackberry liqueur here. If you think about some of those berries that I was mentioning earlier on, not that berry, that's for sure, but some of the berries that I was mentioning there, if you're thinking about growing those in your garden, planting those canes in there where there's raspberries, blackberries, blackcurrants, great idea to get fruit. Just be aware they do grow like buggery, they really do. And they will take over your garden. It took me quite a while to get rid of some of those from my back garden. I also thought it was a great idea to grow hops as well for a couple of years. They take over like nobody's business as well, and they will grow everywhere as those vines twist. So just think about, the good thing is, if you do plant them and you get lots of plants, you can do lots of things with it. You can make wine, you can make jams, you can make cordials, you can make liqueurs. So go for it. Anyway, the Bramble was invented by Dick Stoddard from Fred's Club in Soho back in the 1980s. Never been there. Well, I probably wasn't drinking that much back then. Probably didn't know anything about cocktails, that's for sure. And I certainly wasn't hanging out in Soho in London. Even although it's a great place now for lots of food and entertainment, etc. So it's a great place to certainly visit. So, not much of a background there, nice and simple. The Bramble's actually based from a sour, specifically a gin sour. So you've got some kind of spirit with lemon juice and then simple syrup in there. There's a sour, vodka sour, whiskey sour, blah blah blah. All sounds very familiar, doesn't it? So you think about, as you start learning more about cocktails, how a lot of them are based from other cocktails as well. So, as I said there, this one based on a gin sour. Shall we get going with this one? Let's go for it. Alright, nice and simple. Use some English dry gin here. So it's going to be 1.5 ounces for each cocktail. I'm making 2, as I usually do. Whether there's somebody upstairs or not to drink it, I either share or I end up having to drink 2 myself. Shame, isn't it? Alright, so that was 3 ounces there, 1.5 for each of the cocktails. It's then 3/4 ounce of lemon juice for each one. So I've got my lemon juice here. That was 1.5 ounces. And then for my simple syrup, it is 1/2 ounce each for each one. So it's going to be 1 ounce of simple syrup. And simple syrup, again, just as a wee reminder, sugar and water, 1:1 ratio. You don't need to boil it. You can just bring some water up nearly to a boil, mix it with the sugar, and cool it pretty quickly. You can make simple syrup in like 10 minutes. And if the glass that you're mixing it in, if it's too warm, you can sink that in some water and you can chill it down. So don't fret if you don't have it, you can knock it up in a few seconds. Alright, we're going to shake this now. Some people build it in the glass and then pour it, but what we're going to do is we're going to chill it down first of all before we actually pour it into our glasses, okay? Get some ice in here. Lid on. Let's check I've got everything. Gin, lemon, simple syrup. Yep, okay, let's get shaking then. Alright, we are chilled down. You can see we've got a lot of humidity these days with the warmer weather around, so a lot of condensation build up on the outside of this. My shaker was a little bit on the warm side there, so change in the temperature there froze it in. So we are ready. We are going to put some more ice, so crushed ice as much as possible in this. I had some ice cubes and then I crushed them. That was it, okay? Doesn't matter, you can get a few extra large ones in there as well. Who cares? All going to taste the same. Of course, it affects how it dilutes and everything in the glass as well. But let's get this done quickly so we are not losing that. I'm going to strain it with this one here. I'll get this in. There we go. That wee shuggle. Shuggle, there's a good word for you. You can guess what that meant there actually. And then you are going to be about 3/4 of an ounce of our Creme de Mure, my Blackberry liqueur here. Again, about 3/4 of an ounce. All that you're going to do is drizzle this in gently. There we go. As you can see, I'm really just kind of eyeballing it. That is it. Now, if you don't have Creme de Mure, then you could use something like, I'm not joking here, you could maybe use something like Ribina or something like that. I have seen comments made with respect to using that. That is based off blackcurrant, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, and when needs must and you fancy trying something different, then why not? Anyway, here is our Bramble cocktail. A little Garnish, lemon, blackberry on there as well. So let's give this puppy a little taste, shall we? Oh, that's better than the last one that I made actually. Good sour. Can't beat that. It's not sweet. The blackberry just comes through. It's nice the way it kind of mixes. You've got a little bit heavier sourness at the front end of that, and then as you take a larger sip, you get more of the the blackberry liqueur coming through. Brambles, blackberries. That's why it's called it, because it's the same thing. Get the smell of the lemon when you drink that as well. Great one. Good for the summer. Thirst quencher. God, I'm sounding pretty excited by that one. Jeez, what's going on here? I like that. I do. It's better than the last one that I made, so I'm feeling very happy about this. Okay, that was our blackberry liqueur based cocktail from a gin sour, and it is known as the Bramble. So everybody, enjoy your Brambles, alright? Cheers.